I was waiting for my friend to finish his meeting with the psychic, and I felt like a character in the Matrix. Here I was, sitting in a strange hotel in the heart of Madrid, about to have a secretive meeting with a medium who would tell me my future. I had never cared to do something like this, but my life path led me here, nonetheless. Now I'm no stranger to all this woo-woo stuff. I've done 10-day meditation retreats, sound healing, plant medicines, temescals, and one thing I know is that it's often your belief in the rituals that determine how effective they are. Plant medicines can show you the secrets of the universe, or they can just be a fun time at a party. That's why I expected my friend to come out stone-faced, so as not to give anything away that could affect my experience. To my surprise, however, he came out with tears in his eyes and just shrugged his shoulders, saying, "This guy is the real deal."
That motherfucker back there is real.
He paced around for a bit and then said he'd meet me when I'm done and that he had to go gather his thoughts. This was not what I was expecting. When my session started, I understood why he wasn't stone-faced. There wasn't anything up to interpretation. There was no nuance to misunderstand. I was simply in the presence of a man who could see my guides, talk to them, ask questions, and determine my future. He answered all of my questions before I asked them. He mentioned very specific things about my grandparents, my content, my travel plans, my current projects. It's interesting because his advice was based on the fact that he already knew what was going on in my life. Like, it wasn't, "Are you going through a breakup?" It was, "You're going through a breakup right now. Here's what's in store for you." The skeptical side of me, though, thought that since he had my name beforehand, he could have looked me up online before the session. He mentioned my content, maybe saw some of my stuff. He told me that I'm going through a breakup. Maybe you could hear in my content that my voice is a little more sad as of late. It's not out of the realm of possibilities. But then I have to think, is it more likely that he did his research on me, my friend, the guy in front of my friend, the guy after me, whoever else he spoke to that day, all of these people, just to convince them that he was a psychic and to make a quick buck in his telepathy grift? Or is it more likely he's actually just a psychic? I have to go with Occam's razor on this one, I'm afraid. This man's a psychic. One thing he told me was that one of my guides was a young woman who would teach me something in meditation. I didn't know much about her besides that her name was Amanda. A week later, I received a text from a random number asking about our philosophy club in Mexico and if I could add it to the group. It was signed, Amanda. Probably nothing. Marcus Aurelius talked about his belief in the gods. Gaius Marius had heard a prophecy saying he'd be consul 7 times. This allowed him to believe, even when he was on the run and stripped of all titles, that he could get that last consulship. And against all odds, he returned to Rome and he got it. The question is, would he have had that belief had he not encountered the prophecy? Statistically, it was impossible, but he believed in it, he went for it, and he got it. But what do you think? Are fortune tellers real? And where do they fit in with philosophy?